So I just stumbled upon a rabbit hole so wild, it's like if reality TV and a pirate movie had a baby, then dropped it on its head. Some boat captain lost his entire mind over fishing beef and turned it into a full on sea invasion. Welcome back, buckle up, because this one is a marathon of stupidity. So this kicked off 2 days ago. A charter captain, we'll call him Chad because he's got that energy, decides he's had enough of life and picks a fight with some dude named Jake. Jake's just out there fishing, minding his business, but Chad's not about that. He films it, drops it online at like 5 a.m. because nothing says I'm thriving than like rage posting before coffee. I'm hooked already. Here's the setup. Chad's running a charter boat, got a handful of paying customers on board, probably promising them a chill day of reeling in fish and sipping beers. Instead, he turns it into a one man action flick. Apparently, he blasts under a bridge way too fast, no regard for physics or common sense, and pisses off every fisherman in a mile radius. Someone yells at him, drops some choice words. Jake swears it wasn't him, just another guy out there. Chad doesn't care, locks onto Jake like a heat seeking missile, and it's game on. Now, before we get into the video, which we will not, because there's way too much profanity, let's paint the picture. Imagine you're Jake. It's the middle of the night, you're out on water, vibes are good. Maybe you've got a little playlist going, some lo fi beats, or I don't know, Creed, whatever fishermen listen to. Suddenly, this lunatic comes roaring through like he's in a Fast and Furious sequel. Waves crashing everywhere. Your boat's rocking. You're annoyed, sure, but you're not expecting this dude to circle back like it's personal. This is where Chad takes it to the next level. So, Chad has his phone out, recording this whole disaster. Smart move, honestly. Chad pulls up, and it's not just yelling from a distance. No, this man commits. He he full on tries to board Jake's boat, pirate style. I'm talking leaping over the edge, no invitation, just pure aggression. Oh wow. Okay, Chad turned a petty argument into a felony speedrun. Boarding someone's boat over a cuss word? That's not normal. That's I need a nap and a therapist territory. And the best part? Two people who were on Chad's boat later hopped on TikTok and said he was flying under that bridge at like 50, 60 miles an hour, screwing over everyone fishing. They didn't catch a single thing all day, and now they're stuck watching their captain play pirates. Brutal. Honestly, I respect the commitment. If you're gonna lose it, go big. Chad's out here living his Sea of Thieves fantasy. Give him a parrot and a tricorn hat, and he'd be set. I half expected him to demand Jake walk the plank or hand over his tackle box as a tribute. Too bad it's 2025, not 1725. The only treasure here is the footage Jake got. Pure gold for the internet. My favorite bit is Chad yelling. Everyone knows I'm the real deal. Oh, absolutely, Chad. You're a legend in your own mind. Probably thinks he's got a statue somewhere. Fish bowing as he sails by. He's ranting about being there 24/7. Toughest guy on the water. Bro, if you're gonna handle this as a fragile over a stray insult, maybe just stick to a kiddie pool. Less room for drama. Flip to Jake. He's stuck in this mess, pleading, I'm young, man, chill out. Some keyboard warriors online are roasting him for not throwing hands. Are you kidding me? He's alone. Chad's got a boat full of silent goons just watching. What's the move? Karate chop the wannabe captain and hope the posse doesn't jump in? Nah, Jake played it right. Talked his way out, kept breathing. That's a victory when you're dealing with a loose cannon. This reminds me of when I was fishing like 5 years ago and I was very young. Way back before my stomach decided boats are the enemy. I'd be out there with my dad, just chilling, reeling in nothing but seaweed half the time. If some dude pulled this Chad stunt, I'd have been pissed. But boarding his boat, I'm not built for that. I'd probably just yeet my rod at him and call it a day. Jake's got more patience than I ever would. Now, Chad's got a backstory. Internet's been digging. Word is he's got some old charges floating around, maybe a DUI or two. Nothing I can nail down as a fact. His lawyer popped off yesterday, April 5th, with a statement. Chad is real sorry. His business is toast. People are harassing his family. He's a vet, not a liar. Big stolen valor debates brewing. Some say he was just shuffling papers in the military, not dodging bullets. I can't confirm either way, and frankly, I don't care. Vet or not, you don't storm a dude's boat like it's D-Day. Those TikTok folks from Chad's boat, they're the MVPs here. One guy said he was filming for Chad's quote unquote content. Ironic, since this is the only clip anyone's talking about. Both of them were like, yeah, he screwed us all. Flew under that bridge like a maniac and we're never booking him again. They're mortified, said the vibe was dead the second he gunned it. Imagine paying for a fishing trip and getting a front row seat to this instead. Charter captains are supposed to be chill, right? You fork over cash, they hand you a rod, maybe crack a beer with you. Not Chad. He's out here turning it into a survival gauntlet. I'd rather fish off a dock with a $10 pole from Walmart than roll the dice on a guy who might start a sea war over a dirty look. This is why I stick to land now. Less chance of a random dude climbing into my personal space. So by today, Chad's charter gig is sinking faster than the Titanic. Nobody is booking a trip with a captain who's one loud noise from going full Blackbeard. Posts online says he's selling off gear, boats, parts, rods, probably his dignity if he could list it on eBay. Makes sense. Who's trusting their day to a guy this unhinged? His lawyer whining about the backlash, but like, what did he expect? You don't get a gold star for boarding a stranger's boat. Twitter is also a circus over this. Half the comments are, Chad's a legend, because some people just love chaos. The other half are just clowning him. Best captain ever, now taking bookings for piracy lessons. Then there's the stolen valor crowd, digging through his past like it's a true crime podcast. I'm just sitting here eating chips watching it unfold. Internet's undefeated. Speaking of, the tough guy stands crack me up. Jake should have fought back. Oh, yeah. Real galaxy brain take. You're out there with no backup. Chad's got a squad. And you're gonna what? Punch your way to glory? These are the same dudes who'd cry if their DoorDash was late. Jake's not a coward. He's just not dumb enough to escalate a 1v5 on open water. Survival's the flex here. Anyway, this whole thing's a 48-hour fever dream. Chad's out here ruining his life over an insult he can't even prove Jake said. Jake's got the footage, the W, and probably a hell of a story for the bar. Chad's got a trash reputation and a lawyer typing apologies. Moral of the story? If you're that sensitive, stay off the water. Get a desk job. Grow some plants. Anything but this. That's the mess I dove into today. Absolute lunacy from start to finish. Hit the like button if you laughed at Chad's meltdown. Subscribe if you're new. Stick around because the internet's always got more where this came from. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Don't board any boats. You know the drill.